setting the stage for dialogue, collaboration and information sharing on how to deal with issues of rapid urbanization and its effects on economies, communities and policies. Established by the United Nations in 2001, the forum returns to Africa for the second time. Under the theme "It All Starts at Home," the forum seeks to emphasize the importance of localizing the Sustainable Development Goals by addressing pressing challenges such as inadequate housing, rising urban poverty, the access to basic services exhibited by global crisis.
As South Africa, one of the issues about our stance, for those who are here, it's narration of our 30 years of democracy. How far we have traveled from 1996 with Sabelo Accord to today. As those who know, we're almost at the end of analyzing our white paper. This next week, Cabinet will be processing that white paper in committees, and by the end of the month, we will release it to South Africa. So we are proud to say we've traveled this journey as one of the countries that is few in the world who's providing support in terms of the most vulnerable and the indigent.
The forum will draw over 20,000 attendees from more than 170 countries, including representatives from financing institutions, civil society, academia, the business community and urban planning sectors.
We don't want to add numbers. We want to benchmark, take the best and accelerate it for our own implementation. You will recall the Reavaya bus transit, for example, came out of this kind of conferences. Our urban mega settlement, human settlement, came out of this kind of conference. But now we are here just to find a better way of using the urban development or urbanization as a better way of putting Gauteng, I think, at the same level as developing countries across the globe.
Attendees will engage in over 500 sessions and workshops, exchanging insights and ideas on various urban development issues. An urban expo will also feature during the event, showcasing the latest innovations and solutions to urban challenges.
Primarily, we want to really learn from other countries on how to deal with the rapid urbanization. Being a rural province with only 2 metros, we're seeing a more influx, more growing need of the backlog of housing in our metros. How do we deal with that? How do we build sustainable communities when you're talking the informal settlement? How do we build climate resilient housing? We've been experiencing recent floods and disasters that are from climate changes. How do we learn on the implementation of innovative building technologies, and how do we implement that?
The forum, which convenes biennially in various cities worldwide, is recognized as the UN's second most significant event after the climate summit.
This point is not only about drawing from the experiences, it's about what do we take home to incorporate in all our plans and strategies. Maybe, for instance, currently with partial restructuring, the country has moved to what we call catalytic projects, which are mega human settlements looking at a bigger scale to address issues of land, issues of economy. But how do we within that incorporate these lessons from other countries to ensure that they are more resilient urban spaces?
The forum will be live streamed in 6 UN languages: Arabic, English, Chinese, Russian, French and Spanish, along with Arabic and International Sign Languages. Various MECs from across South Africa will engage in dialogue centers on cities and addressing climate change. These dialogues will assist in challenging or facing the realities of climate change and also ensuring they build urban areas that are able to survive and thrive unprecedented climate change. Lerato Fekisi, SABC News, Egypt.